Hey everyone, this is Neil with Wasted Paper here, bringing you another fountain pen review. This time we're looking at fountain pen from Fountain Pen Revolution. This is a company I've had quite a few videos on, and they were one of the first companies to actually help support the channel. I hold this company in high regards, and I'm always willing to check out something new that they're doing. For this one, they did a Valentine's Day collaboration for a pen. I know this is a bit later than Valentine's Day as it has already passed, but I did pick this up and I did get it in, and I'm excited to show you it all now. Starting off with the box, you have a faux leather box, and this is actually something new for Fountain Pen Revolution. Normally their pens don't come with a box.
You get a box! You get a box!
So already a small upgrade. Inside of the box, we have the pen. This model is the Himalaya V2 GT. This is a pen that's been in production for a while, but this is an exclusive colorway that is only made in this limited edition bundle. I'm sure you can tell the Valentine's inspiration right away. This orchid, violet, magenta color really just screams love and Valentine's Day to me. Starting off with the finials, you have flat, round finials on both ends with the slightest bit of roundness to them. The clip's really easy to actuate. It's very thin, really lightweight, easy to move. The cap band says FPR, which is Fountain Pen Revolution. And then there's no other details left on this body other than this resin. You have this purple, violet, chatoyant material with these black lines in it. The pen unscrews in about 3 rotations. It's just slightly under that. If you've seen my other videos on this company, you already know they have quite a few options for specialty nibs. I've done videos on a lot of those, so the Still Flex, the Ultra Flex, and the Architect. This one I went with a fine nib. I just wanted to stick with something more traditional for the holiday and get something that's more of an everyday writer. Some more up-close details for the grip right here. It does taper down and then has a flare out at the end, and it's a pretty sizable flare out. It may not look like it, but you can feel the steep incline. I don't see any way you're going to slide down off of this onto your nib. It's not the widest grip section I've ever had, but I don't think there's any issue, and you have this nice little safety net keeping you from ending up on your nib. These pens always have a ton of threads when you want to open them up. I think you could maybe get an O-ring and eyedropper this. I'm not 100% certain on that, but they have so many threads here, I think you'd be really secure doing that. Inside of the pen, you have a standard international cartridge that is threaded on the end too. For those curious, the pen does post, and it posts securely, no issues there. Every one of their pens I've used posts, and I've never had any issues with them falling off or anything like that. Another special thing with this bundle is it comes with a bottle of ink. You can choose between classic black and classic blue. I went with blue. Normally I would get an ink that matches this pen, and I actually have one on the side here that I was gonna go with, but I'm actually gonna go with the blue that came with the pen because I think people will be curious how their inks look. For the writing sample today, we're going with my storyboard notebooks. I bought mine off Endless Pens websites. These are small little dot grid notebooks that are 80 GSM paper. They have worked well with every single ink I've put in them so far, and I like the compact size of them. And for the flex, this is with no pressure, with, none, with, none, with. Going straight into the details with the writing. For a smooth, this had no feedback at all. I'm like really surprised at this one. I love fine nibs. I talk about it all the time if you're not already familiar with that. But for me, this fine writes great. It's way more smooth than you would expect a fine to be. Down from that with the flex test, there really isn't any. This left side, it's still wet too. There's a lot of ink that's being laid down. So it's not really flexing. It may look wider here, but that's just more ink being applied. The feed keeps up amazingly. You can tell that filled in completely fine. The faster squiggles here were easy to do. No issue there, no skipping, no stops, nothing. I'm glad to finally try their standard nibs. For my size comparison, I have my Lamy Safari and my Pilot Custom 823. The Himalaya is just barely under the Lamy Safari when you look at these side by side. Once you take the caps off, again, you have the same discrepancy. It's just barely under the Lamy Safari. And now when they're all posted, the size difference on the Lamy Safari is just a little bit more, but it's pretty dang close to the Custom 823. And I've said this many times, but the Custom 823 to me is the perfect size for a posted pen. And now for the price. On Fountain Pen Revolution's website, this pen bundle goes for $49. And that's going to include the pen, the box, and the ink. And that's specifically something that I've loved from Fountain Pen Revolution for a long time. Their price point is unmatched. For the most part, you're not going to find fountain pen companies offering their products for that low or offering custom grinds on their pens like that for this low either. All that being said, thank you for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. What am I doing?